I've had this piece of information for about a week now, and I purposely sat on this. Now, I posted it on Instagram and I posted it on Facebook, but I sat on it and kept from making a video until I see other videos made regarding this. And I was kind of expecting a big outrage. You know, the same type of outrage that was given to Judge Joe Brown, the same type of criticism that was directed towards Judge Joe Brown when he felt that a man should have been put on the $20 bill before a woman. And he started naming all of the great men that have done great things for both black men and black women. So I kind of expected black people to be offended, especially black women. Now you see the title. Julia Roberts was suggested to play Harriet Tubman by studio executive, says Harriet screenwriter. And then it says in quotes, when someone pointed out that Roberts couldn't be Harriet, the executive responded, it was so long ago, no one is going to know the difference. In other words, you're ignorant to your history to the point where you can't tell the difference. Once they put Julia Roberts in blackface, you won't be able to tell the difference, right? And so, why aren't black people offended? Why aren't black women offended? You're busy going at Judge Joe Brown about the fact that a man should be on there, whereas, I heard, who was it, Isaiah Washington, whatever his name is? I heard him comment on it, and I noticed that the few blacks that I heard comment on Julia Roberts playing Harriet Tubman, they tried to make it appear that they were offended. But before they all started out with Julia Roberts, she's a great actress. They always had to point out the fact that she was a great actress. They didn't want to attack her personally because, of course, she had nothing to do with it. This was a suggestion from the screenwriter. But just by the mere fact that they were willing, or the thought came, to put a white woman in blackface to play Harriet Tubman, there's no black people that's offended. If anything, black women should say, you know what? I'm offended. And because of the fact that his initial thought was to put a white woman in the place of a black woman, I don't want it. Because not only you disrespected our men, you disrespected women. You disrespected black people as a whole. And it's a shame that I have to say that black women should become offended after they offended black women by even suggesting that a white woman play the role. They should have been offended when they said Harriet Tubman. And black women should have said, you know what? There's other men that was greater than we are. Our men are supposed to lead the way. I think it would be great for a black woman. We're honored that they would even think of a black woman, but check their motive. See, and what people fail to realize is not the fact of a black woman being placed on the $20 bill. And a lot of black people would count that as an honor. But you always have to check the motive. What's the motive? Out of all the other great people, all the other great men that have died, done great things, what made them decide to put a black woman on the $20 bill? And like I said, I care less because it's a tool of division. It's a divisive tool. It's used as a tool to divide and conquer. Divide and conquering an already conquered people. This only makes the relationship worse between black men and black women. Because now it's like we're on a train, a runaway train that's doomed for destruction. Because now you have a certain group of black men that hate and despise black women. They have completely and totally given up on black women. And then you have a certain group of black women or black females that have decided to give up on black men. And they hate and despise black men. So we're on a runaway train to destruction. And I always say a house divided within itself won't stand. Now it's everybody for themselves. It's everybody for their own families. So again, I question, why aren't anyone upset with Julia Roberts being suggested to put on blackface to play Harriet Tubman? The initial thought was there's no black woman that's worthy. They need a white woman to do it. And as you see here, I give you, drum roll, the new Harriet Tubman 20. Got a picture of, guess who? Julia Roberts. So feedback, tell me what you think, subscribe. Until next time, I'm fearless.